I want to welcome you to the podcast, bro. I discovered you through Instagram. Someone on my team sent me your Rebel EP. I checked it out. I thought it was dope. Just
Appreciate it.
first, yeah, tell everyone where you're from, like, and how it was growing up in the area where you're from. I know you're originally from Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm from Buffalo, New York. I lived there 21 years till I just moved out to Charlotte. Yeah, and growing up was I guess it was different because I was adopted. So yeah, so it was just different. There's certain struggles with that, but also like I didn't have a bad life either. Just certain struggles in my home and stuff. But it was decent childhood. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. How was music in your life like growing up as a kid? Like in your household, were you listening to it a lot? Like what were the influences outside? Like what were you listening to as a child growing up?
Um, to be honest, like not crazy much. If I'm being completely honest with you, just 100% honest, like I never even thought I'd ever make music in my life. It's just something that like got like brought to me and just like it was just a way to get my feelings out and a way to like deal with some emotions. And all of a sudden I realized like, you know what, I think I could actually do this.
Yeah, for sure. So how old were you when you started like before you even started making it, like in your head? Like how old were you like when the idea came? You're like, okay, like maybe I want to do this.
I want to say mm, 19, 19,
And how
yeah,
old are you now?
22.
Okay. So
Mhm.
yeah, so the idea, so what were you listening to like at that time or like just growing up, like who's some of your like influences like that made you want to, who you enjoy listening to?
Shit, I used to listen like back in the day, like middle school and stuff. I was listening to Future, Young Dolph, um, Kendrick. But then when I got a little older, I started getting into like Nirvana, some rock, like Alice in Chains, like some rock. So that's also where that comes into play too.
Yeah, I was gonna say because when I listen to your music, it sounds like you have outside influences from hip hop.
Yeah, yeah. I tried.
Which I think is dope. I love that.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, more of like a hip hop like slash alternative sound.
Yeah, that's what I call. I call it like all hip hop, I guess.
Yeah, of course. So when you're 19, you get the idea. When's the first time you get in a studio or not even like when's the first time you sit down and you're like, okay, I'm gonna write this. I want to put this out for other people to hear.
Well, the first time I wrote was I used to be this like little like spot right by my house, and like I went in my car and I had like my headphones and my phone, and I was just sat there and just writing. I recorded in my car on my garage band, and then after a while, I met somebody at my church that did music, and he helped me get connected with this one person, and that's where I actually went to like the studio for the first time and started making the song. So that was probably about when I was at the end of being 19, it's almost my 20th birthday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you do that, you start, you have the idea, you start recording. When do you get the confidence to put it out publicly? How is that like for you when you're like, oh shit, like, you know, because people can say whatever they want once it's public, like,
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I was definitely nervous at first, like, but like me myself, like I always thought I was good, but looking back, I was like, okay, like I'm so much better now. But I also think
Yeah.
it's just that personal thing you kind of gotta have to like, you know what I mean, get somewhere with it. And but no, I was definitely nervous about the kids that you know what I mean that I went to school with and all that. Because some people like for some reason were not happy about it. I don't know why, but they weren't. You know.
Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be haters, people
Oh
that,
yeah,
yeah, that's with everything. But I always say, like, haters bring views,
exactly. I
yeah.
don't care.
If you want to
long as
watch
you,
everything I do and hate it, that's fine too.
long as you listen, bro. And if it can help somebody, then but
Yeah, yeah. How was it the first time when you heard someone like that you didn't know reach out and be like, oh shit, like, I'm fucking with your shit. Like, how did that make you feel?
nah, it made me feel definitely pretty good that like I'm on the right track. That now it's time to really like start going even harder and harder. You know what I mean? Because people are gonna listen, then gotta produce.
Yeah, well, 2023, you've been fucking dropping a lot of shit. You
Yeah.
So you already have the 7 song EP. You dropped 4 other songs. Um, So where's that confidence and work grind coming from? Because you're dropping a lot. You're dropping more than some mainstream artists are.
I don't know. It's just like the one thing I am really gifted is in making songs. Like, I probably like realistically, no joke, have like probably 2,000 songs on my computer right now. So I gotta put them out and like they just keep getting better and better. I probably make like 4 or 5 songs a day. So
Yeah, that's fire. So you are independent right now, right?
yeah, yeah, I am.
Um, what's your view on would you be open to signing to a label or a distribution deal or what's your thought on that situation?
Yeah, I would be open to it. Obviously, it has to be the right deal. I don't want to sign nothing stupid. I want to make sure I know what I'm signing. But if it's the right deal, I would definitely be open to it.
Yeah, that's funny. I feel like everybody says that when I ask them that, all the underground artists now, because there's so much information out now. You probably in like the last 5 years, really, of like
Oh,
all the artists getting screwed over, really.
that's what I'm saying. And like, even though like it might not look like you making as much money as the other guys when you do it independent, like you all that money is pretty much yours. Like you don't got to pay no extra. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think with the label too, like just having that machine behind you, like it brings something.
Oh, it does. It does.
Get in your face for people seeing your face every day, like they're gonna be interested.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I would definitely not be able.
Yeah, for sure. So the next thing I want to ask, I ask everyone this: underground artists, famous artists, producers. If you could have three dream features, dead or alive, who would it be?
Oh, okay. Kurt Cobain. I'm
That's
gonna go.
fire. I've never had a rapper say that. That's dope.
Oh yeah, definitely Kurt Cobain. I'm definitely gonna go. I gotta go with Kendrick because I think we could just create some cool, just visionary shit. And then I would probably have to go with. I'd probably say Juice WRLD because he influenced a lot.
Yeah,
Like
that's one of my favorite artists of all time.
yeah, yeah, same bro. He was just a different animal when it came to recording music and just how he was able to like articulate his feelings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%. And so what's your so the Dark Arts and Rebel Knights, right? That you
Mhm.
just got that AP. What's your what was like the idea behind it? Because I know like was it like did you have something in mind, like an idea? You're like, oh, I'm gonna put this what 1 to 7, or
Yeah.
was it just like your seven hottest songs at the time? How'd that go?
Oh no, I probably made like 50 songs for that EP. And then I went back and I kind of wanted to tell somewhat of like a story while placing it. And I was working with my producer or engineer at the time who was mixing it for me. And we were just like trying to think of how the story could flow. It's really just about like, I guess just the struggles that I have that everybody has, like drugs, like whatever, you know what I mean? And it just really tried to tell like the real side of it. And like as the songs kind of go on, if you listen to it down more, like especially FTC freestyle, that is like the definition of that EP right there. So that's what I was trying to do with that.
Yeah, that's dope. How do you feel about like how you just said like putting your personal life in might be struggles, drugs. How do you feel about putting like something real personal in your music like that? Is it
To me,
more for you? Is there to help other people too? What's your view on it?
it's definitely to help other people. Like it's for me too because it's like it's therapy. It's just how I deal with whatever's going on. But also like I feel like we all go through it. So like there's no reason to like not share it. Like why the fuck would I keep it to myself if I could help somebody and we can not feel alone. Or if we have to feel alone, we can feel alone together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I love that answer, bro. So what do you think? Where do you think your career would be? Say, I don't like the 5 year question. That's
Yeah.
where do you see your career? Let's say next year, or
Next year,
what's your hopes? Where do you want to be next year in your music career?
next year I want to be definitely doing music full time because I got another job right now. I work at a bar, so I really want to hope to do music full time and definitely getting some little bit of money. You know what I mean? But also like just influencing a lot more people.
Yeah, for sure. What do you think you need most, like to help you, reach the next level? Is it exposure? Is it, like music, like posting more, like what is it? What do you think, like if you could pick like one thing, like what do you think would really help?
One thing, it would definitely be like I guess exposure to the right people and probably honestly, like probably money because like it must say to say you need money to do certain things. And like if I had, I feel like if I really had money like these labels have, like I would be like it would hit. Like I know it would hit.
Yeah, I think that yeah, I mean that any money could help, just like putting exposure behind it, ads, anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, so what's next for you? Like you've been dropping a lot right now. Like what do you think anyone who's listening to this or any of your fans now, like what can they expect like in the next few months?
The next few months you can expect, but in the next week or two here, you get a few new songs. And it is early stages, but a short film. You see a short film coming in the works. So we got a lot of stuff to think about and kind of which route I want to go. But yeah, those are probably some two things you can expect.
Yeah, you look excited about the short film.
Yeah, because I always think like I don't mind being in front of camera. I always thought I could maybe act out like we'll see. We'll see. I think I can.
Yeah, I think short films are very beneficial for an artist. I remember just growing up as a fan of Wiz Khalifa, his day-to-days, like I remember watching them when they only got like 1,000 views and like now like he's still doing it every week and people
That's what I'm saying. But I'm doing more like a legitimate short film. Like it'll be like you're watching a movie type short film. Like that's what we're going for.
oh shit, that's dope.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, you definitely gotta let me know when you do that, bro. I'd love to promote it for you and help you out.
appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, so before we get off, I'd like let everyone know like where they could find your music at, like your socials, even if you want to spell it out for them or anything you have to say to your fans.
Yeah, I got you. You can find me at Instagram at Diggi with it, DIGGIWITIT, Spotify, Apple Music, all platforms at Diggi. I just want to thank everyone for watching and thank you for giving me the opportunity to come here and talk to you, man.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. I really wanted to have you on. I thought your music was dope. Really different from, some of the other artists I've had on, especially like it kind of did remind me of like Juice World XX Tentacion kind of vibes a little bit. Like not
Appreciate
everything you put out, but like some of it. And I like that kind of music. And I think there's a huge like opportunity for your music to reach more people because I know like that's a huge fan base nowadays for that kind of music.
it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. If there's anything else you want to say, like the mic's yours.
Um, I don't know. I guess just shit. I guess just do what you need to do to get what you need to be. You know what I mean? And shit like that. Just work hard and grind and like pray. And you never know what's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure, bro. And I want to thank you again for coming on, bro. I really appreciate you. I appreciate the music.
Thank
Anything I can do to help you going forward, let me know.